So there we go. There we go. Here we go. Oh, there are my medicine. You see my medicines? They're right there. I gotta tell you, this is a good way. No, it's okay. Then, hey, what happened? We didn't meet up. I emailed you. Oh man, that's all right. No worries. Let me know when you want to meet up today if you want. Yeah, yeah. Just don't take a nap. And I hope I don't take a nap. All right, here we go. Let's do this. So we can meet at 2:30. All right. So anybody wants to meet during fourth period, my fourth period meets at 2:30. All right. So here we go. So again, so what we were doing is we're kind of just defining things. All right. So we were just defining that the ones that are like the same are what's called corresponding. So the one will be the five. Okay. The two is kind of where the six is, right? When you take it out, okay? And then the four will be where the eight. So it's the matching ones, like which one is going to be on take place of that one. So the four and the eight, and then the three with the seven, and that's why we did this. The one five, okay, because they're corresponding. Yeah, they're equal to each other, but they are what's called corresponding. Okay, corresponding angles. All right, which says they are congruent. They're the same. And then what we did yesterday, 2 days ago, we talked about alternate interior. This is where I ended. The alternate interior. So what I did, this is kind of an easy way to remember, is you have the interior, and you have exterior. Interior means inside, right? The inside. Like some people could be an interior designer, right? That means you actually design inside the home. And then there's exterior design. I don't think there's exterior designers. If there is, they do the outside of the home. All right. Like introvert means someone that doesn't really shy. They like to keep to themselves, and then not very social. Then extrovert is someone that's like outgoing and very social. So that's an extrovert. All right. So the same thing here. Interior, inside. So here you have two lines, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what are the interior? But it's called alternate interior. Remember, alternate is the opposite. So if you look at this, the interior, the inside of these two are the 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? The 3, 4, so if I draw it again, which I drew it over here, okay, you create one, and then 3, 4 will be on top, and 5, 6. All right? So then we said that the alternate interiors are 4, 5, and 3, 6. So if you look at this, it's going to be 4, 5. So look at this right here. This is your 4 and your 5. See that? And then the 3, 6 it would look like this 3 and 6. So if you look at it, you just cover it and say, oh, those are my interior. So look, 4, 5, 3, 6. All right, that's your alternate interior angles. All right, because they alternate. One's on one. Okay, they're not adjacent. They're not next to each other. Like 4 and 6 would be adjacent. Okay, they're basically next to each other. All right, so that's kind of and then the other one that we were talking about is the alternate exterior, and this is where we were gonna leave off. So let me go ahead and change this up. So the other one is alternate exterior. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and write this down. Here we go. Here we go. So there you go, alternate exterior angles. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw the line again. Here we go. So we got two lines. These are parallel. Now draw the transversal. Here we go. What? No, it's on the same page, 15. Sorry, same page, 15, because it's the same notes. Okay, sorry about that. Page 15. All right. Now we're gonna do the transversal. Remember, transversal. Okay. Then we're gonna go ahead and write the numbers. Here we go. 1, 2. Okay. All right, there you go. So go ahead and do that. I know some of you guys are still typing or writing. Writing. So yes, 15. We're still on page 15. Yeah. So remember what we said about alternate interior. They are between the parallel lines and they're the same. They're congruent. Okay, congruent meaning the same. Okay, so if that's for the interior angles, they are between the lines. Exterior means they're what? Not between the lines, they're outside, right? Outside, they're exterior. They're outside the what? The parallel lines. So let's go ahead and put that. These they are outside the parallel lines. They're outside the parallel line and congruent. Which means the same. Okay? They're congruent. So when you look at this, right, you're like, okay, outside the line, exterior, outside the lines. Okay, so we have this circle, right? We have this circle, but which ones are outside? Like which one's on top and which one's on the bottom? So let's take out 3 and 4 because those are not part of it. It's 1, 2, right? So those are your exterior. Those are the ones that are on top and on the bottom, on the outside. Okay. So now what do you think is gonna be the alternate exterior to angle 1? Angle 1 and which one else? Remember, alternate is the one that's across. So it's obviously going to be which one? 8. See that? Angle 1 and angle 8 are alternate exterior. All right. So then the other one is going to be what? Obviously, it's 2, right, with 7 because they're opposite. See that? So then angle 2 and angle 7, which means they said it's congruent, which means they're the same. So also, angle 1 is going to be equal to angle 8, and angle 2 is going to equal to angle 7. All right? So go ahead and write that down real quick. Write that down. There you go. There you go. Come on, guys. There you go. All right? All right. Bam. All right, so there you go. So that's kind of the only thing that I'm going to be teaching, the alternate exterior, alternate interior angles corresponding. All right, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to pause the video now so then I could go ahead and write the problem down. So now, with this example, parallel lines with a transversal line, you want to figure out all these angles. So for some of you, are like, oh man, there's too much. I don't get it. So remember what we did first is that we did a straight line. Okay. So what do we do there? So here I could go A plus 40 is going to equal what? A straight line is 180, right? Or you could have done this. 40 plus C, that's a straight line, is equal to 180. It doesn't matter which one. Just get any of them that's adjacent. Remember, adjacent is the one that's next to it. Okay? So here, so let's go ahead and do the A. A plus 40 equals 180. Bam. All right, so now let's go ahead and solve for A. Let's solve for A. Okay? So what do we do? Well, we do what we've been doing, right? So I subtract 40. Subtract 40. So let's see, NIMC, what would we get if I subtracted 40? What would be my A? NIMC? No, she's not there? 140? Yes, very good, 140. So this is 140. Now look, once you get that one, then you know what C is, right? Because those are vertical lines. Oh, vertical lines. So what's angle C? Let's see. Let me call on Amber. What would be angle C? Amber? 140. What? 140. Yeah, 140. Because they're opposite, right? I'll do a color. I'll do the yellow and I'll see they're opposites. They're vertical. And then Davin, what would be B? Angle B. What would be angle B? Davin. Hold on. 140 or 40. 40, because remember, and I'm coloring it so you could see it. See, they're opposite, so that's 40. Okay? So now, how are you going to do the other ones? Well, oh, sorry. So remember, when you add all these three, you should get 360, which is true. Okay, 140. Let me use my calculator. How do you know, mister? You just said yeah, but let me double check. All right, let's double check. Here we go. Where's my calculator? Right there. Here we go. Ready? So, what is it? 140 plus times 2 plus 40 plus 40. 360. All right, so now remember what I told you guys, right? I told you, hey, how do you figure these out? They're going to be the same numbers. All you have to remember is cutting a circle, bringing it out, and just place it on top of it and replace the E. So what would 40 be here, right? You replace it, and then so this would be 40, right? And then the 140 would be right here, and now you know the rest, right? 140, and it would be the same. The green would be the 40, and the yellow would be the 140. See? So on all angles, you only had 140 and 40 because that was related to the problem. Okay, see, look at that. So G is 140 and F is 140. So there you go. There's your answer. So again, the angle C is 140. All right, and there you go. That's all you had to do. Ooh, sorry again. All right. So once you find one, then you could get all of them. All right. So that's like, wow, that's pretty easy. So thumbs up if you're understanding it. So I'm recording it now. All right. So here it's going to say, all right, which ones are corresponding angles? Which one's alternate interior angle and alternate exterior angles? Okay. So when we look at this, we're like, okay, let's see. Angle A, angle D. So let's see. So if I take it out and I put it on top of each other, the A and the D are the same, right? So that's going to be alternate. They're going to be corresponding. So this one, actually, I put out the same one. So that's going to be A because they're corresponding. Because if you take the circle and you put it on top, the A will be where the D is. That's called corresponding. Okay. Now, alternate interior, remember, alternate interior. So it's B, C, D, E, because they're on the inside. Okay. B, C, and then it says B, E. Oh, look, B and then E, they're alternate. They're across from each other. See that? So if I cover this, see the green? One's here, one's there. They're alternate, but they're in the inside. So they're alternate interior angles. Actually, I put it in the same order. Oh man. And then and then the other one is AG. Let's see. Alternate exterior. So let's cover the interior. And then it's AG and then 40 and F. Okay, so that's your alternate exterior angle. So that's going to be C. All right, so now let me go ahead and mix it up. Okay, so let's see number 4. What would be the hold on, angle C, angle D. What would that be? Angle C, angle D. So there you go. There's angle C, there's angle D. Are they corresponding? Remember, corresponding is they're going to be right on top of each other when you take it out, right? So C and D, they're opposites. You see that? So if they're alternate, are they interior or exterior? Anybody? You guys could type it in. Interior or interior, yeah, because if you look, they're in the inside. That's all you have to do. Are they inside or are they on the outside? See that? So yeah, they're on the inside. So that's going to be alternate interior angle. So that's going to be B. Okay? Now let's try another one. Ba, 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 ba. Angle C, angle G. What about angle C with angle G? What is that going to be? Well, you see how they're on the same side. It can be alternates, right? They're on the same side, so but they're on top of each other. Okay. Oh, there's another one called adjacent angles. Sorry, adjacent. They're the ones that are next to each other. Okay. So here we go. So then, what would C and G be? Let's see. Let's see. Who else is here? C and G. How about let's see, Drew Flores. What about C and G? What would that be? C and G. Drew Flores? Drew? Are you here? No? Okay, so C and G, again, they're on the same side. So if you take it out, the C is gonna be the same as G. So they're what? Corresponding. Very good. They're corresponding. Okay, they're corresponding. Okay, corresponding because they're going to be right on top. If they're on the same side, they can't be alternate. They're either going to be adjacent, okay, or corresponding. So again, all right. So that's kind of it. Let me stop the video. Okay. So on this next example, we're still on page 15, okay? They're not asking for all of them. So for the most part, like, what do you know, right? What do you think R is going to be? This one right here. What is R going to be? It's, yeah, it's going to be 45, right? That's going to be 45. That's easy, right? So you know these two are going to be the same. Okay? Or now what you want to do is you want to cut the circle, right? Let's just cut it. And if you cut it and you put it on top of this one, what is S going to be? It's probably going to be 45 as well, right? Because the 45 will be where the S is. So now all you have to do is now find your T. All right, so then you do your what? Your little T plus 45 equals 180. See that? So then what do you have? Minus 45, both sides. And then what do you get? T is equal to 180, take away 45, which is 130. Yeah, Gabriel, good job, 135. And there's your answer. This is 135. So the measurement of angle R is maybe 45. Okay. The measurement of angle S is also 45. And then the measurement of angle T is 135. See that? And that's it. That's all you had to do. Okay. Got it? So what do you call angle R and angle S? What do you call angle R and angle S? Since they're 45, right? What do you call that? Alternate, yeah, because look, they're in the inside. They're alternate. You could even look at it and say, wait, they're opposite. They're the same, so it's alternate interior because they're in the inside. All this is the inside. Let me go ahead and all this is in the inside. All this right here. This is your inside. Okay, let me go ahead and shade that. That's your inside. See that? Maybe I could shade it and you can see it. That's your inside. And everything on top, I'll do it yellow, is your outside, your exterior. This is your exterior right here, right there, and then right there. See that? Maybe that's a better visual. There's your interior, there's your exterior on the outside. Okay? And there you go. All right, so far so good. A little bit better. Better understanding of this is like, oh wow, I'm getting this. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do this. So again, so you got two parallel lines with the transversal. Okay, with the transversal. So the X and the Y are parallel. Now there's different ways to do this. All right. So what are you're looking for X. So what can we do first? I mean, you could look for this angle, but they don't give it to you, mister. That's okay. You could go here and say, all right, let's look for this one. Let's call this Y, right? So then I could do Y plus 105 is equal to 180, right? That's just one way to do it, all right? You could do it this way if you want. So let's go ahead and find, because I know that if I were to take out the circle, it would land on the X, because that's what's called corresponding. So you could do that. That's fine. So let me zoom in. So watch this. There's different ways to do it. So minus 105, minus 105, which is what? 75. Yes. y is equal to 75. So this is 75. So now if I cut the circle, right, and I put it on top of the other circle, right, the y is going to be where the x is. So the measurement of angle x is also, it's going to be 75 degrees. See that? Because you cut the circle. That's one way to do it. All right. What's another way to do it? Well, mister, can I go, these two are going to be the same, right? 105, and this one right here could be the same. So this is going to be 105. And then if I cut it and I put it there, this 105 is going to be there. Okay. This 105 is going to be there. And then I do the same thing here. 105 plus x, okay, equals 180. So then I just subtract 105 on both sides. And then what do I get? My x is 75. So there's different ways to do it. There's not just one way, okay? Because it's one way or the other, okay? So there you go. Now, mister, can I have just taken the circle, put a corresponding, meaning put it on top of it, and then just did this, 105? Yeah, you could have done that. All right, you could have done that. So there's different ways to do it. All right, it's just the way you think. All right, and there's no right or wrong. It's just I could have done it this way. It's still right. Or I could have done it that way. It's still right. Okay, or you could have done this one and got 75, and then got another corresponding, and then that's 75. So then it matches. It matches. This one will match with that one. See that? So there's different ways to do this. It's the way you feel comfortable tackling that problem. Okay. So, and that's it. So that's kind of the examples of uh, of parallel lines. All right.